is up, everybody? It is your boy Davon Caldwell, aka DC, aka the Human Cheat Code, aka the main event. But tonight, you can call me your host, as I am your host. For One Last Ride pre-show, James Hero will be joining us tomorrow night for the banger of a pay-per-view, our very last episode of Legacy. And I cannot wait for the action, for the surprises, for the drama. You know how we deliver, and tomorrow I expect none other than for us to deliver and go out like we should. But let's not waste no more time. Let's jump into some of these matches. Let's get to know what we're diving into tomorrow night. What is a better way to kick off our pre-show than with the main event for Saturday night as the Broadway Barbie, Dylan Bannon, and the Ace of Artemis, Tora Troy, go up against Bad Amy and the pure wrestling genius, Tilly Barker. But that's not it. We have two more women in this match. One will be announced later on here tonight, and a 6-women elimination chamber match for the Legacy Women's World Championship. I don't think that you'll ever see just alone these 4 women in a ring and call ever. And so with that being said, I mean, this is as unique as it gets, and we only know 4 of the 6 women. So let's just dive into that a little bit. And Tilly Barker, the pure wrestling genius, this is a huge opportunity for her. If you go back and you watch the Devil's Playground, you will see that Tilly Barker cashed in. She had an opportunity and a chance to win this title against Nareza, and she failed her cash in. So what an opportunity this is for her to redeem herself, and I know in her mind she's going to take this opportunity very serious. You know, you jump it from Tilly over to the other woman who's previously fought for the Legacy World Heavyweight title, and that is Dylan Bannon. Dylan Bannon knows the stakes of this match, and to pair these two kind of together, Dylan Bannon lost to Nareza at Devil's Playground for Nareza to capture that title. And then Tilly cashed in afterwards. So, you know, these two women are already tied in together, legacy history. But you go from there and you take on a whole new level, a whole new atmosphere when you add 2 individuals like Bad Amy and Tora Troy. And as these two make their legacy debuts, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Bad Amy, one of the most decorated women in this business, creative as it gets, and not only does her creativity go outside of the ring, you definitely see it inside the ring as well. And so, Bad Amy, you know, one of my favorites in this match, honestly. I do believe that, and although many people may see her as a size disadvantage, I'm not seeing it. I do not believe the hype that she is too small to win these kind of matches and her body's not built for it. I really think she has a shot here Saturday night. Now, when you switch it over to Tora Troy, she's looked at as a powerful, dominant presence, and I think that she'll take advantage of that, as she's by far the most powerful in this match. I mean, there's no doubt about that. She is as dangerous as they come, and I think that a lot of people see her as the favorite, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? No matter who these other 2 women is that join this match, why would you not believe that Tora Troy isn't the favorite? I mean, an absolute dominant individual in the call world. And I think that her biggest asset, if you ask me, is how calculated she can be and how, you know, detrimental that is. Especially when you're in a match with 5 other women inside Elimination Chamber, you have to be calculated. And I think that Tora Troy is going to come through with that. And I have no doubt that she won't shine in this match. But I want to jump back to Dylan Bannon real quick. And, you know, Dylan, in many people's eyes, you know, people see her as annoying. People see her as just a pretty face, that she's not that good in the ring. And although, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, I truly believe that Dylan Bannon can be a star at any given moment. I do think Dylan Bannon is a star, if you was to ask me that. But this is her opportunity to stand out once again. You know, this is technically her 3rd time being in the mix for this women's title. She lost in the #1 contendership. She fought for the title, and now she's in this ring once again. And it's because she deserved it, not because she's been given this. And it's why we thought Tilly Barker as well as another legacy woman. We thought that Tilly deserved another opportunity, and it's because they deserved it. But to reiterate what I said earlier, I really do Just the uniqueness of this match excites me alone, and I cannot wait to watch this match tomorrow night. And once again, we will reveal one more woman who's going to be in that match. I'm not sure who James Hero has signed or brought back, or maybe just has them coming back, somebody currently on the roster. So we will see that later tonight. Let's jump over to the next match. If you want to talk about matchups, I would argue that this is one of the best matchups, one of the best rivalries I have ever witnessed. So damn good, I had to have it on an episode of Legacy, and that is the Prodigy Bobby Boss versus the Overlord Carlos Aragon in a rivalry for the ages. And if you haven't seen it, we're going to give you a little update on that. We're going to show you a little bit of the rivalry between these two that made me want to have this on Legacy.
Double underhook, future shot, but we got to cover. 1, 2, 3. There's the pinfall and the victory.
The man of the hour is not far behind. He better not turn around, because Bobby Boss is waiting for him. Setting him up, pedigree connecting. He might have just cost him the matchup here. Joseph into the cover. 1, 2, and we have a new world champion.
Carlos left everything in our brain here tonight. You are looking at the face of the new era here at XWS, as bloody as it may seem. This man has worked his butt off for the past year to have this moment. And these fans are completely right. What a brutal match we just went. Wait a minute! What the hell? No! No! Bobby's cashing in his Money in the Bank contract! Oh no! Carlos doesn't know what just happened! I don't even think he knows who attacked him! He's about to! Don't get up, Carlos, please! Bobby, oh my god! Cracking him across the skull with the belt! Oh no, no! No! Oh my god, what a spear! Carlos is moving! He's got too much adrenaline in him! And a second spear! You have got to be kidding me! Oh no, not a third! Aragon is bleeding profusely! Not turning him inside out! You.
Here is your winner and new undisputed champion, the Prodigy Bobby Boss.
Since June, this man has held that Money in the Bank contract, waiting for his moment. And to do it on Carlos Aragon, I think that meant more to this man than winning that title. He just stole that moment away from one of his bitter rivals.
Fast now sizes them up. Here he goes, another spear connects. He is not done. Climbing to the top. Here he goes, a second frog splash. Does not go for the cover this time. Now looking for the killing blow. Kicks him in the gut. Here he goes. Pedigree connects with authority. 1, 2, and the Prodigy beats the Overlord.
No. I told you guys I'm just going to give you a little glimpse. Just a little glimpse. A little taste right there. And you know, that this rivalry is absolutely amazing. And there's so much more layers to this match or to this rivalry. I want you guys to check out XWS. I want you to check out Hoopla HQ. Absolutely amazing work over there. These two have built up a historic rivalry that is almost unmatched. And I'm just glad that now Legacy gets to add another layer to it, as these two men add a layer to Legacy as well. And that is being the first ever Legacy street fight. I expect these two to tear each other apart. And matter of fact, I'm just now going to announce this. This will be the opening match. This match will start off the show. And if you're not first, you're last. So these two, absolutely amazing. And what they've been able to even accomplish in Legacy. You know, Bobby Boss forming a faction, being the leader of the Dangerous Don, and Carlos able to put on 5-star match after 5-star match, and he really has showed an extreme style to him, and it's why I think that it's going to be a perfect matchup once again for these two to battle it out, and I can't wait for it. Let's jump into this next match, and that is the match for the Rising Star Women's Championship. Our champion, the first ever and the only Rising Star Women's Champion, Peaches, who won that title back at Equality, defends her title. Well, who does she defend it against? We don't know, as Peaches has made this an open challenge, and the real question is who's going to answer the call. Peaches is such a huge piece of Legacy, and when we said that we was going to come back and do this final pay-per-view, we went to her directly. We wanted to know, out of respect, who do you want to go against? Who do you want your opponent to be? And she said, I want to lay out an open challenge. One thing you definitely do not see is your average champion do a risk such as an open challenge. You do not know who will answer the call. You know, it could be anybody. It could be somebody that was in Legacy, somebody that's out of Legacy, somebody who has never heard of Legacy until they seen that Peaches put her name out there. Because as soon as we laid this challenge out, we had so many people reach out to us wanting to accept the challenge, and it shows the amount of respect that people in this community have for Peaches. And I know Peaches personally as somebody who can be arrogant, somebody who can be subtle or humble. You know, it really depends on the opponent. It's a trait that I realized that there's certain people that drive Peaches to go harder and drive her to be a better in-ring performer, and hopefully tomorrow night we get exactly that. I cannot wait to see who shows up at One Last Ride. We've talked about 3 big-time matches so far. We have 2 more to go. One of the matches we talked about earlier was the Elimination Chamber match for the women's title. Now we're going to dive in to the second Elimination Chamber match tomorrow night, and that is for the Main Event Network TV title for a highly anticipated matchup with stars from Legacy, outside of Legacy, all clashing for one more time. Let's open up with the demigod Jason Parker and the Khan Nick Black. By far the 2 strongest men in this competition. I'm leaning towards Jason Parker being the most dominant out of the 2 when it comes to size. But then we also have the Freak Luke, somebody who is so dynamic, so unpredictable. You do not know what this man will do any given night. And that can be extremely dangerous in an Elimination Chamber. You got Zach Quinn, the only person in this match, by the way, to have held the TV title. And we've never had a 2-time champion in the history of Legacy. So Zach Quinn has that opportunity to potentially become the first ever 2-time champion in Legacy. And then we have somebody who is making his Legacy debut, an absolute star in the making, Jay Jones, one of the most athletic individuals I've ever seen in the ring. He's talented, he's creative, he's unique in his own ways. And that leaves the door for one more person, and that is similar to the women's match. There is a mystery person in each chamber, and you know, that in itself can add such a huge dynamic to the match. You do not know who it could be. All these men have known that they are going to be in this match for months now. They've been able to prepare. They've been able to adapt. They've been able to scout and do their due diligence outside of the ring so they perform the best inside of the ring. You don't have the opportunity with the mystery man. You do not know who is going to be, you know, their style or nothing. So it throws a huge wrench into the whole operation for all these individuals. But if you ask me who my favorite is, it's got to be the Freak, Luke. And I simply say that because the Freak is, like I said earlier, he is so unpredictable. We have seen him kidnap individuals here in Legacy. We have seen him torment so many people. And what better way to torment somebody than inside of an Elimination Chamber? So with that being said, though, you know, I said earlier I thought Jason Parker was by far probably the strongest. I say Nick Black's probably second. I think those two can make a huge power through the rest of these individuals, at least the ones that have been announced. I think that is how drastic the size advantage is. Now, if you're asking me as far as if Jason Parker and Nick Black tangle up, I'm not sure. I think Jason Parker's the strongest, but Nick Black has the charisma. He has the whole package of what a star should look like. He is the definition of a star. He truly is. And I think that that you have to kind of take that. There's a certain swagger and certain way that people carry themselves, and you have to take that into effect because it is drastic to the outcome of many situations. And I think Nick Black has that under his belt. But Jay Jones, extrememly excited to see him. And I'm getting word from producers that we do have a message from Zach Quinn for this match. The only person to have won the TV title in here. Yes, we do have a message from Zach Quinn.
He's coming.
Put your hands into the water, let your mouth go sick and dry. Put your life into your death now, let them sing till you die.
Well, what was supposed to be a message from Zach Quinn looks like it turned into a message delivered by the Freak. The Freak already getting into the minds of his opponents, already playing games, and that's going to be an element that he's going to have to use here going into this match. And I just cannot wait to see all these men and who the surprise entrant is here. And let's get to our last and final match. What a match card we have shown you guys here tonight. But there's one more match to talk about. And it may be the biggest match in Legacy history. That match is for the Legacy World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, you heard me. The Legacy World Heavyweight Championship. And who holds that belt? None other than the Sus God Mike Angel, as he goes one-on-one against the Chosen One, who finally uses his rematch clause for a title that he feels like he never should have lost. And I cannot wait. This is a matchup I've been waiting months and months for. The first ever champion, Devin Harrell, going against the current and potentially the final champion, Mike Angel. And we're going to hear from both of them right now, and also get a touch on the history of the Legacy World Heavyweight Championship.
What's coming right here, DC? The Battle Ring!
His legs busted open from it as well.
Straight into the pinfall. Busted open, and the Battle Ring has been hit. It's on the roll.
3. Devin Harrell finishes it off in easy fashion.
His name is not just something that can be said and put around. He is now officially the Chosen One for Legacy, becoming the first ever world champion. What can be said about this man that hasn't been said 1,000 times? The Chosen One, Devin Harrell, our first ever Legacy World Champion, coming down to the ring. He's just on a different level, DC. He has proved everybody that he is exactly what he says he is. He's the Chosen One. He has competed from day one, from the KBI to the first episode of Legacy. He has continued his streak of domination through his entire run so far.
Have much energy behind that kick out, James.
This is the blood in the water for shark like Kevin.
And he goes up to... Wait a damn second, the lights is out.
Look, what is going on?
Who is that?
They're cutting their throat. Who is that?
Who is that? Oh my gosh.
Spanish Fly.
And now, a Revolution knee.
Revolution knee. Ripcord knee strike is being hit. The lights are out again. Who even was that? Dinosaur.
And that might be all she wrote, James. Here we go.
Are we gonna see a new champion here in Legacy?
2, 3. Sean Parker. Sean Parker has done it. What a debut. He wins, and now he's cashing in the same night. Deep 6 has been connected. 2, 3. Liam Mercer with the hell of a debut. Not only winning the top of the mountain briefcase, but cashing in and winning the Legacy World Heavyweight Championship.
The Sus God, the Sus King, the Sus Bro, the iconic, the psychotic, the exotic, the man that fucks your mama's body while your wife waits her turn in a lobby. And for you, Liam, your future world champion, the man that's going to beat you for that title, his name is Mike Angel.
Down. You are afraid. Not of me, no. No. You are afraid of everyone around us. All the people watching you fail. You're afraid they may turn on you and your sus world order will be finished.
Wow, Liam. You know, you're right. I am afraid. I'm afraid of failure. I am afraid that I'm going to lose this opportunity and never get it again. And that's the curse that I got to go face to face with, Liam. But it's also a gift. It's a gift that the Sus God has the millions of the Sus World Order behind him. It's a gift that the Sus God is in this ring with you. It's a gift that the Sus God is going to sign this contract right now and go one-on-one with you and hit you with the Sus Drop and to pin you for the 1 and to pin you for the 1, 3, 2
have had an absolute enough of each other, and I was wondering how long it would take before things break out. And Mike Angel now kicks to Liam. Liam punch to the face. Liam goes and Mike picks Liam up. Mike picks Liam up. Mike springboard Hurricanrana. Into the table goes Liam Mercer.
Oh, Liam, while you're down there, if you don't like it, I guess me and the Sus World Order got 2 words for you. I'll see you at Capital Punishment, baby.
Mike, he hits it, the super kick. The super kick that was heard around the world. Is that all she wrote? Yes, it is.
We have a new Legacy World Champion, and his name is Mike Angel.
But I'll tell you one thing, and that is that the Sus World is on top tonight as Mike Angel leads us into a new era at the top of the mountain.
The time has come. Unfortunately for you, Sus God, you have in your possession what belongs to me. The Legacy World Heavyweight Championship should have never left my side. And now I have to show you why I am the chosen one. Why I am the prototype of professional wrestling. But most importantly, why I am better than you, Mike Angel. At One Last Ride, Mike, you will have the toughest challenge to date. And when it's all said and done, I will walk out as the first and last Legacy World Champion. Tick-tock, Mike. The era of Sus is coming to an end.
Baby. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me take a step back and get a good look at you. That's so much better. Now, Chosen One, you said all of this and got these fans questioning, side-eyeing what you're saying. I think these fans don't care what you have to say. at the moment, because honestly, the champ, I repeat, the champ is here, and the champ is finally back here in Legacy. But Chosen One, I gotta admit to you, you do deserve a chance at this title. And I gotta say, I have nobody in line for it. So Chosen One, just like the Khan and Liam Mercer and the rest of the people I faced before you, will experience the sus style. And I promise you, you won't know what hit you, baby. So TikTok, right at you, Chosen One, because the champ can't wait to sink his teeth and hands all over you, baby. And that is to
Oh my God, I cannot wait for this match and all the rest that I've shown you guys here tonight. It has been a pleasure. I hope I did my job correctly and you guys show up and show out. Retweet us, share us with your friends. Come out tomorrow night for a hell of a ride, one last ride with Legacy in our final pay-per-view. I can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you and have a good night.